Hello, TheLadyKeziah here. A conversation happened between three classmates that I want us to learn from their chit chat. So, three classmates who all finished university at the same year met over coffee to chit chat. And the sum total of their conversation would be something that you and I can learn a lot of things from. So, let's listen to the story and then together with you, we can dissect it. Three classmates, two females, and a gentleman male. So, for the purposes of this video, let's name them classmate one, classmate two, and classmate three. Classmate one and classmate two being the females, with classmate three being the male. So, classmate one started, as a lot of people do, when they gather together, instead of them celebrating their wins, they would always put over their situation that they think is the worst scenario in the whole world. So classmate one started and said, look at classmate two and said, look at you. We are all within the same age group, but you don't even look your age. Life is too good for you. You have a beautiful job. You have been able to further your education and you hold PhD now. I just finished first degree, married, had children who are now in the tertiary and even struggling to support them. I feel like my life has become a standstill, according to classmate one, and things are not really working for me. Look at my skin and look at yours. Even at your age, look at the beautiful skin you have. Look at me with wrinkles all over. I look like somebody who's so much older than you are, but we are within the same age group. A lot of health complications. I don't even know where my life is going. And classmate two, look at classmate one and said, it is unfortunate that you don't see how blessed you are. Yes, I have PhD, but because of that, my children are still very, very young. My skin might be beautiful because many of the things I've learned to accept them as way of life. So I don't stress unnecessarily. You think all is put together for me? Yes, I have a beautiful marriage. I have a good career. I have children who love me, but they are still young. You are blessed to have children in the tertiary, something I regret because today, with my understanding, I wish I've had children while still schooling. Classmate three, who was the man, turned to them and said, as women as you are, all you think about is just complaining. Yes, just like you think, you hear my name all over the news. I'm traveling the world. I have a beautiful position, enviable job, a good paying job, and you make me feel like I'm not supposed to enjoy all this because it just came to me. It did not. And that is the beauty we have as men. Once we have beautiful and supportive women, we can pursue our career to the highest level. It doesn't mean we shouldn't turn around and support our women. And that is exactly what I'm doing now. After my wife supported me to go through all the ladders and have this kind of life, it is my turn to support her too. So you see me traveling the world, but there's a price I've paid for that. That none of you would have paid, even if I came begging you at that time. Are there things we can learn? Of course. You see, When you realize someone's life is better than yours, ask the price they paid instead of feeling sorry for yourself and just staying jealous and desiring. Brothers and sisters, we live in a world or an age where it has never been easier to look into someone else's life. A few taps on the screen, a scroll through perfect photos, highlight reels of people's best days, and suddenly you are standing at the window of someone else's success, measuring your worth against what you see. Whilst classmate 2 was busily furthering her education, classmate 1 got married and had children. So her children were then at the university. She thought she was struggling to support these children in the university, but it was still an added advantage because classmate 2, who pursued a PhD, meaning after school she still continued, now had children who were younger. But still, they couldn't see the blessings both of them had. And sometimes we make people who have been able to pay the price to achieve a life they wanted. I mean, they are supposed to feel guilty for living their life because it would make some other people feel insecure without us questioning the life, the price they have paid. Why can't people who have been able to work so hard pay the price, enjoy their lives, just because other people will feel insecure? When you think their life is better than yours, envy creeps in quietly. You see their houses, their trips, their relationships, their businesses, their confidence, and you whisper to yourself, if only my life could look like that. Do you know the price they've paid? You feel small, feel stuck. You feel sorry for yourself. And in that silent place, jealousy breathes. But let me ask you something that can change your life. And that is when you realize someone else's life seems better than yours, do you ask about the price they paid? We see growth, beautiful lives, glory, but we rarely ask about the story. We admire the crown, but ignore the weight it carries. We only see the glory, but rarely ask about the story behind that glory. We want the rewards, but turn away from the cost. You see someone's success. Do you know their sacrifices? You see their confidence. Do you know the insecurities they had to battle through? You see their freedom. Do you know the nights they cried? The risk they took? The failures they survived that we know nothing about? Nothing good comes without a cost. Nothing lasting comes without sacrifice. So instead of letting jealousy keep you stuck, why don't we ask questions that can move us forward? And some of the questions might be, what did they do that I'm not willing to do yet? What sacrifices did they make that I keep avoiding? What disciplines did they build while I was busy wishing? Because here is the truth that will set you free, brothers and sisters. Desires without discipline is a dead dream. Jealousy without action is wasted energy. So the next time you feel envy, don't sit there and feed it. Don't water it with self-pity. Instead, let it wake you up. Let it push you to ask, what price am I willing to pay to grow? What comfort do I need to surrender to get where I want to be? What do I need to change today so I stop envying and start evolving? Because the only thing worse than envy is staying stuck in envy while your own life stands still. Envy is a thief. It robs you of your gratitude, your focus, and your power to act. So admire, but do not idolize. Be inspired, but do not stay stuck in desire. Ask for wisdom, study their sacrifices, learn their lessons, and then do your work. Pay your own price. Pay your own price. Walk your own path. Build your own story worth telling too. Because one day, someone will look at you and they will think your life is better than theirs. And you will smile because you know you paid the price. You did the work. You grew beyond envy and into action. And that is the difference between those who wish and those who become. What these classmates forgot is that life is an opportunity cost. While some were busy pursuing things, others were focusing on other things. While some were going to school, having the support or placing the lives of their spouses on hold so they could, climb ladders, they were enjoying the full glory. Whilst some were studying, others were getting married and having children. So whilst their children were still in KG, they have children in the university. Life is an opportunity cost. Brothers and sisters, let's talk about this simple truth that too many people ignore, yet it shapes every single thing we do. And that is life is an opportunity cost. In economics, I don't need to be an economics student to know this actually. In economics, we learn, or it is learned, that an opportunity cost is the value of what you give up when you choose one thing over another. But this isn't just a classroom concept. It is a daily reality. Every choice you make is a trade-off. Every yes is a no to something else. Every path you take closes the door on another. Think about it. One of them married early. One still continued to do masters after the first degree. One had children early. One still pursued a PhD and had children later. When you choose to spend time doing something else, you trade away time that you could have spent on another thing, either building, learning, or simply resting your mind. When you choose to stay silent, what do you know you have to speak up? You trade away the chance to be heard, to be known, and to be respected. When you choose comfort over growth, you pay with opportunities you could have created if you dared to be uncomfortable for a while. Life is not infinite. Your energy is not unlimited, and your time is not renewable. So whatever you say no to, know that you are saying yes to something else. And that means every day, whether you know it or not, you are paying a price for how you live, what you choose, and what you ignore. So the real question is not, do I have a choice? It is the price I'm paying worth it? And these are conversations that we don't have people to have them with a lot of people early enough for people to make informed choices. Can you imagine if you, as a parent, have these kind of conversations with your children, even in their teenage years? It would shape their choices in life. So let's be futuristic enough as parents to begin having these conversations with our children so they know life is an opportunity cost. Is it worth it to trade your peace of mind for someone else's approval? Is it worth it to trade your dreams for your fears? Is it worth it to trade your calling for comfort? Too many people spend their entire lives spending their most precious resources, time, energy, love on things that do not build them, fulfill them, or honor them. That is the pattern they grew up into. That is the patterns they were socialized to accept. So when they finish school first degree, all that comes to mind is let's get married, let's get a new job. And once they get the job, they settle in there. Because after all, they are married, they have their jobs, that is it. Other people had parents who were futuristic enough to guide them, such that they knew that within these 10 years, either I am schooling and together having children or building the career. Some people did not. So the same rank they started working. If it's not incremental jumps that happen, there is no growth. There is no line of projection for them because it ends there. And they wake up one day realizing they can't get this back. But here is the good news, brothers and sisters. If life is an opportunity cost, it means you can become wiser with how you spend. You can learn to say no to what drains you so you can say yes to what grows you. You can say no to pleasing everyone so you can say yes to honoring your own voice and choices. You can say no to all forms of distractions so you can say yes to discipline. Every choice has a cost, so make sure your sacrifices make sense. Make sure the things you are trading your life for are truly worthy of your life. Because at the end of the day, when the clock stops ticking, you will stand accountable not just for what you did, but for what you could have done with the same hours, the same days, the same breath in your lungs. So, brothers and sisters, choose wisely, spend wisely, live deliberately. Don't wake up 20 years and ask yourself, how did I get here? Because you traded your life to do things that added no value and satisfaction or fulfillment to you. Remember always that life is an opportunity cost. Therefore, it is your responsibility to make it count. So, should you meet the people you started life, went through KJ with them, finished first degrees with them, would you be able to say, I am proud of the choices I made, regardless of how they have become? Because those were your choices, not choices society handed down to you. As to why you relocated to that particular place and what you have used your life to do as a person? Was it just money you were chasing, or you were chasing purpose? You had to endure that kind of relationship so your children will have the life they wanted. Is it worth it? Is your soul bleeding because you chose something that today is not worth the struggle in your life? Life is an opportunity cost. If we didn't know, now that we know, what matters is what we do now. Think about these things. Until I come your way again in my next video, watch another video from the channel, and please stay connected. Much love and blessings.